Hi guys, this is Kelsey from the Lost Book Reports, and this is my book review of My Life Next Door by Huntley FitzPatrick. So My Life Next Door is based about Sam, this girl Samantha, who lives in this giant house with her mom, who is a state senator and is running for re-election, and her older sister Tracy, who's off spending the summer with her boyfriend in Martha's Vineyard. Samantha basically grows up in pretty much a very strict household. Even though her mom and her are pretty close, her mom's got like OCD and their dad abandoned them when they were little, so there's issues there. And they just live a very restrained life. Whereas their next door neighbors, the Garretts, are like 8 children in, maybe 6, but getting there. You know, keep having kids. The house is a mess, the yard's a mess, they're just kind of crazy, and Samantha's mom hates it. She doesn't want anything to do with those neighbors. She doesn't understand how they can even function. As she says, they're the type that bring the neighborhood down. So basically, growing up, Samantha's observed them, she's watched them from afar, she gets to know who they are kind of from their movements, but she's never acknowledge them. Then when she's 17, and it's the summer before senior year, she ends up meeting one of the Garretts. His name's Jace, and they kind of just hit it off, and she realizes, hey, this family isn't as bad as they say, and she starts hanging out with them. She starts becoming a babysitter for the family and just getting to know the family and loving the family, loving Jace, and all of this great stuff. But then she ends up keeping it all to herself and not telling anybody, making it a secret until this twist happens that's kind of horrific and I did not see coming at all. And it all kind of has to come out, and it gets resolved. It took a little longer than it should have, but it ends up getting resolved. I loved this book. I loved the writing because it's kind of, although it has its, like fictional parts to it, it pretty much overall is organically written. It has a good summer feel to it. It makes you happy. It makes you want that first love and that feeling again. They address a whole bunch of issues that you have at 17, and so on and so forth. There's about 2 other subplots, which is that her friends, Tim and Nan, who are siblings, they have their kind of thing that's going on, which affects the storyline. And then her mom is running for state senator again, and so there's that kind of thing with this guy who's helping her with her campaign, and he's a little shady. So there's these little subplots and everything, but overall the book's really good. I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it, especially for, if you're a fan of young adult, good summer read, especially because some of those end, so hurry up. And it's definitely a good book, like if you wanted to give as a gift. Like if you wanted to give your younger sister who maybe isn't a big reader but likes to read, like this is a good one. This is something that she can relate to and enjoy and isn't cheesy. I have a crush on Jace, by the way, just saying. He's a keeper. There were a few things that were left a little unresolved that I think could have, I would have liked to have a little more finality on it. I don't know, maybe the book's a series. Although I hope it's not. I think this book's good as a standalone. But yeah, highly recommend. Definitely a good read. I gave it 4 stars. And I'll see you all in my next book review.